Anatomy of flowering plants. Top 50. Multiple choice questions. 1. Which of the following is a primary meristem? A. Lateral meristem. B. Apical meristem. C. Secondary meristem. D. Cork cambium. Answer. B. Apical meristem. 2. Intercalary meristem is found in A. The tips of roots and shoots. B. The bases of internodes. C. Lateral sides of stems. D. The vascular cambium. Answer. B. The bases of internodes. 3. The process by which meristematic cells lose their ability to divide and become permanently differentiated is called A. Dedifferentiation. B. Redifferentiation. C. Differentiation. D. Organization. Answer. C. Differentiation. 4. What is the main function of meristematic tissues? A. To provide structural support. B. To conduct water and minerals. C. To increase the number of cells for plant growth. D. To store food. Answer. C. To increase the number of cells for plant growth. 5. Which type of meristem is responsible for increasing the girth of the plant body? A. Apical meristem. B. Intercalary meristem. C. Primary meristem. D. Lateral meristem. Answer. D. Lateral meristem. 6. Which of the following is a complex permanent tissue? A. Parenchyma. B. Sclerenchyma. C. Xylem. D. Parenchyma. Answer. C. Xylem. 7. Xylem is responsible for the transport of A. Water and minerals. B. Food. C. Water and food. D. Minerals and food. Answer. A. Water and minerals. 8. Which of the following is not a component of xylem? A. Xylem parenchyma. B. Xylem fibers. C. Sieve tubes. D. Tracheids. Answer. C. Sieve tubes. 9. The main function of parenchyma is A. Storage of food. B. Mechanical support to growing parts of the plant. C. Photosynthesis. D. Protection. Answer. B. Mechanical support to growing parts of the plant. 10. Which type of permanent tissue has a waxy substance called suberin in its cell walls? A. Phloem cork. B. Phyloderm, secondary cortex. C. Tracheids. D. Xylem parenchyma. Answer. A. Phloem cork. 11. Parenchyma is a type of parenchyma with A. Chlorophyll. B. Large intercellular gaps. C. Air cavities. D. A. Waxy coating. Answer. C. Air cavities. 12. Which of the following provides mechanical support to young stems and petioles? A. Sclerenchyma. B. Parenchyma. C. Parenchyma. D. Epidermis. Answer. C. Parenchyma. 13. Which of the following is not a component of the epidermal tissue system? A. Epidermis. B. Stomata. C. Trichomes. D. Pericycle. Answer. D. Pericycle. 14. What is the primary function of guard cells? A. Photosynthesis. B. Water storage. C. Regulating stomatal opening and closing. D. Transmitting nerve impulses. Answer. C. Regulating stomatal opening and closing. 15. The epidermal tissue system consists of A. Xylem and phloem. B. Cortex, pith, and pericycle. C. Epidermal cells, stomata, and epidermal appendages like trichomes. D. Parenchyma, parenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Answer. C. Epidermal cells, stomata, and epidermal appendages like trichomes. 16. Which of the following is absent in the root and shoot tips of an actively growing plant? A. Vascular tissue. B. Ground tissue. C. Meristematic tissue. D. Epidermal tissue. Answer. D. Epidermal tissue. 17. In the given options, what is the main purpose of the cuticle which may be present on the epidermis? A. To help in gas exchange. B. To prevent water loss and protect against pathogens. C. To absorb sunlight for photosynthesis. D. To provide structural support to the plant. Answer. B. To prevent water loss and protect against pathogens. 18. The ground tissue system is composed of which three cell types? A. Xylem, phloem, and vascular cambium. B. Parenchyma, parenchyma, and sclerenchyma. C. Epidermal cells, guard cells, and subsidiary cells. D. Tracheids, vessel elements, and xylem parenchyma. Answer. B. Parenchyma, parenchyma, and sclerenchyma. 19. In old trees, what is the primary reason the heartwood is dark brown and resistant to insect attack? A. The secretion of secondary metabolites and deposition in the lumen of vessels. B. The presence of active parenchyma cells. C. The outer layers being covered in suberin. D. Deposition of organic compounds like tannins and resins in the central layers of the stem. Answer. A. The secretion of secondary metabolites and deposition in the lumen of vessels. 20. Which of the following is a function of the ground tissue system? A. Transport of water and minerals only. B. Regulation of gas exchange. C. Food storage, photosynthesis, and structural support. D. Protection of the plant from external damage. Answer. C. Food storage, photosynthesis, and structural support. 21. Which of the following is the main water conducting element in gymnosperms? A. Vessels. B. Fibers. C. Tracheids. D. Transfusion tissue. Answer. C. Tracheids. 22. In a dicot root, the vascular bundles are arranged in an A. Alternating in radial manner. B. Conjoint in collateral manner. C. Alternating in conjoint manner. D. Radial and collateral manner. Answer. A. Alternating in radial manner. 23. An open conjoint vascular bundle is characterized by the presence of A. A layer of cambium between xylem and phloem. B. Xylem and phloem on different radii. C. Only xylem and phloem. D. Parenchyma in between xylem and phloem. Answer. A. A layer of cambium between xylem and phloem. 24. Phloem in gymnosperms lacks A. Sieve tubes and companion cells. B. Sieve cells and companion cells. C. Sieve tubes and albuminous cells. D. Sieve cells and albuminous cells. Answer. B. Sieve cells and companion cells. 25. In a dicot root, the arrangement of xylem is described as A. Endarch. B. Exarch. C. Endodermic. D. Pericycle. Answer. B. Exarch. 26. Which of the following layers of the dicot root cortex is often called the starch sheath? A. Epidermis. B. Hypodermis. C. Endodermis. D. Pericycle. Answer. C. Endodermis. 27. Lateral roots in a dicot root originate from which tissue? A. Endodermis. B. Pith. C. Cortex. D. Pericycle. Answer. D. Pericycle. 28. What is the stale in a dicot root? A. Only the vascular tissues, xylem and phloem. B. The vascular tissues and the pith. C. All the tissues on the inner side of the endodermis. D. The entire tissue of the root. Answer. C. All the tissues on the inner side of the endodermis. 29. Which tissue provides mechanical strength to a young dicot stem but is not typically a major component of the root's ground tissue system? A. Parenchyma. B. Parenchyma. C. Sclerenchyma. D. Epidermis. Answer. A. Parenchyma. 30. The vascular bundles in a monocot root are described as A. Synerch and exarch. B. Poliac and exarch. C. Synerch and endarch. D. Poliac and endarch. Answer. B. Poliac and exarch. 31. In a monocot root, the pith is typically A. Small and insignificant. B. Large and well developed. C. Absent. D. Composed of sclerenchyma. Answer. B. Large and well developed. 32. Which of the following tissues is located between the endodermis and the vascular bundles in a monocot root? A. Cortex. B. Pith. C. Pericycle. D. Epidermis. Answer. C. Pericycle. 33. The layer that regulates the passage of water and other substances into the vascular tissue is the A. Epidermis. B. Cortex. C. Pericycle. D. Endodermis. Answer. D. Endodermis. 34. Which of the following is a characteristic feature of a monocot stem? A. Vascular bundles are arranged in a ring. B. Cortex and pith are distinct and well defined. C. Vascular bundles are scattered throughout the ground tissue. D. Presence of cambium for secondary growth. Answer. C. Vascular bundles are scattered throughout the ground tissue. 35. The vascular bundles of a monocot stem are A. Open and conjoint. B. Closed and conjoint. C. Conjoint, closed, and collateral. D. Conjoint and open. Answer. C. Conjoint, closed, and collateral. 36. What is the function of the ground tissue in a monocot stem? A. Transport of water and minerals. B. Storage of food and transport of nutrients. C. Protection and support. D. To form the epidermis. Answer. B. Storage of food and transport of nutrients. 37. In a monocot stem, the vascular bundles are surrounded by A. Sclerenchymatous bundle sheath. B. Endodermis. C. Pericycle. D. Pith. Answer. A. Sclerenchymatous bundle sheath. 38. The vascular bundles in a dicot stem are arranged in A. Scattered manner. B. Ring around the pith. C. Grouped together. D. Single layer. Answer. B. Ring around the pith. 39. The layer just below the epidermis in a dicot stem, which provides mechanical support, is made of A. Parenchyma. B. Collenchyma. C. Sclerenchyma. D. Chlorenchyma. Answer. B. Collenchyma. 40. What is the primary function of the Casparian strip in the endodermis of a dicot stem? A. Photosynthesis. B. Storage of starch. C. Regulation of water and solute movement. D. Gaseous exchange. Answer. C. Regulation of water and solute movement. 41. The mesophil tissue in a dorsiventral leaf is differentiated into A. Palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. B. Spongy parenchyma and cortical parenchyma. C. Palisade parenchyma and endodermal parenchyma. D. Spongy parenchyma and medullary rays. Answer. A. Palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. 42. In a dorsiventral leaf, the palisade parenchyma is located A. On the lower surface. B. On the upper surface. C. On both surfaces. D. In the vascular bundles. Answer. B. On the upper surface. 43. Stomata in a dorsiventral leaf are A. Predominantly located on the upper epidermis. B. Predominantly located on the lower epidermis. C. Equally distributed on both surfaces. D. Absent from the epidermis. Answer. B. Predominantly located on the lower epidermis. 44. The main tissue systems in a dorsiventral leaf are A. Epidermal, ground, and vascular systems. B. Epidermal, root, and stem systems. C. Ground, stem, and vascular systems. D. Vascular, root, and epidermal systems. Answer. A. Epidermal, ground, and vascular systems. 45. Which of the following is a characteristic feature of the epidermis of a dorsiventral leaf? A. Absence of stomata. B. Absence of a cuticle. C. Presence of a conspicuous cuticle on both upper and lower surfaces. D. Presence of bulliform cells on the lower epidermis. Answer. C. Presence of a conspicuous cuticle on both upper and lower surfaces. 46. Which of the following is a characteristic feature of an isobilateral leaf? A. Stomata are present only on the lower surface. B. Mesophil is differentiated into distinct palisade and spongy layers. C. Bulliform cells are present on the upper epidermis. D. Vascular bundles are always radial. Answer. C. Bulliform cells are present on the upper epidermis. 47. In an isobilateral leaf, the mesophil tissue is typically A. Differentiated into palisade and spongy layers. B. Uniform throughout the leaf. C. Absent. D. Differentiated into palisade and spongy layers, but with equal distribution. Answer. B. Uniform throughout the leaf. 48. Which of the following statements is incorrect regarding isobilateral leaves? A. Stomata are equally distributed on both the adaxial and abaxial surfaces. B. Bulliform cells are present on the adaxial, upper epidermis. C. The vascular bundles are collateral and closed. D. Phloem is located on the adaxial side of the vascular bundle. Answer. D. Phloem is located on the adaxial side of the vascular bundle. 49. What is the function of bulliform cells in an isobilateral leaf? A. To prevent water loss. B. To store food. C. To cause the leaf to curl inward during water stress. D. To facilitate gas exchange. Answer. C. To cause the leaf to curl inward during water stress. 50. The primary difference between an isobilateral and a dorsiventral leaf is A. The presence of stomata on the upper epidermis in the isobilateral leaf. B. The presence of a cuticle in the dorsiventral leaf. C. The differentiation of mesophil into palisade and spongy layers in the dorsiventral leaf. D. The vascular bundles being collateral in the dorsiventral leaf. Answer. C. The differentiation of mesophil into palisade and spongy layers in the dorsiventral leaf. Thank you, and please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.